Hello. Hi Vinola. Hi Shruti. Can you confirm if I'm audible? Hi Mohan. Hi Ganesh. Am I audible? Awesome. So how's everyone doing? Hi, hi. Hello Dr. Meghna. हेलो गुड इवनिंग नमस्ते मैं हूँ शरण्या और संगीत के संडे सरगम में आप सबका स्वागत है टुगेदर वी ट्रैवल द जर्नी ऑफ म्यूज़िक हमारा मोटो है और उस वादे को हम हर महीना निभा रहे हैं and we're bringing to you our fans and our audiences some amazing talent who share their music with us as a part of these chats. आज हमारे ऐसे ही एक म्यूजिकल सेंसेशन है अ सिंगर अ सॉन्ग राइटर अ कंपोजर प्रोड्यूसर एंड द लिस्ट जस्ट गोज ऑन एंड without further ado, let us welcome one of the most soul-stirring voices of Bollywood today, Anvesha Dattagupta, all the way from Kolkata. And we're waiting for Anvesha to join in. Hi, Anvesha.
I'm just trying to figure this out. One
Yeah,
second.
we can see your sofa.
Yeah.
Hey, hi. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. Namaste.
And नमस्ते और संगीत के तरफ से आपका शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहती हूँ. It's our pleasure at Sangeet to chat with you today. So, Anvesha, it's the eve of Durga Puja. You are right here with us, and we would love you to open this evening with a divine number.
Okay. Okay. Great. So this is a recent song of mine which came in the Anurag Kashyap film Basuri.
Wow.
नन्ही सी मुन्नी सी खोई खोई सी एक धुन आंगड़ाई ले रही सोई सोई सी एक धुन इतराती मुस्काती ख्वाबों में मिल जाती सूरज में भीग के बारिश में खिल जाती कुछ ऐसी एक धुन मुझ जैसी एक धुन सच्ची सी मुच्ची सी खट्टी सी मीठी सी दिल खुशबू सी प्यारी सी दिल की दुलारी सी नन्ही सी मुन्नी सी खोई खोई सी एक धुन हाँ अंगड़ाई ले रही सोई सोई सी एक धुन.
Oh my God, what a way to start this evening on Nisha. And our chat is already firing up with love and lights and your journey, your accolades, your achievements need no introduction. In fact, हम सब यहाँ संगीत में और आप सबके fans, so we've been a part of your journey since your first stint with Amul Voice of India. And Aj, we would like to know you more, tap into those unknown pieces of information, unknown pieces of your musical journey today. And for you, music started when you were 4, right? I have my homework right, isn't it?
Yes, actually, my formal training started when I was 4, but music was at home. It was a part of my atmosphere, an invisible part though, but it is very much like a family member to me. So, since my mother sang and she was also a professional singer at some point in her life, so गाने बजाने की जो चर्चा है वो हमेशा से थी, and I never felt that it is something new that I'm being introduced to.
Right.
So my relationship with music has always been like that. It has been very organic.
Absolutely. So tell us, matlab, rather, how would you describe the Guru Shishya relationship with your mom?
She is my first guru, of course, as and musically also. From that point of view also, I'm very very blessed that I got somebody at home, jo, matlab, she was capable enough and she was equipped with that knowledge, and so that she can rectify my mistakes at home before I reached my music school.
Yeah.
So from that perspective, I've had that edge always over others who haven't had, who are first generation musicians.
Absolutely.
So that's my relationship with my mom. And there are other angles of course, but गुरु शिष्य परंपरा की अगर मैं बात करूं तो सिर्फ मेरी मम्मी की बात करूंगी तो वो थोड़ा सा अनफेयर हो जाएगा, because I've had directly, formally, I've learned from Sri Jain Sarkar. He's my guru of Shastriya Sangeet, and who is again one of the senior most disciples of Pandit Ajay Chakravarti ji. And of late, I've also shared a beautiful rapport with my guru's guru, who is Ajay Chakravarti ji. So I'm getting to learn, and through some concerts, I got to know about him more. How as a person he is, and that's when he also has started sharing a lot of insights about music and in general of life. So I'm very lucky in that sense, and I also consider all those artists as my gurus who I have grown up listening to.
Wow. Wow.
So they have been a major source of inspiration for me. So I cannot say that since I've not sat with them to learn music, I cannot say that they are not my gurus.
Yes, absolutely. So let's start with your mom. If you have to describe this relationship in a song, what song would that be?
Oh my God. Okay. Recently, actually, I composed and sang a Mother's Day ka song for a brand. It was for ITC, Swasti Ghee. तो उसमें मुझे ये मौका मिला कि मैं माँ के लिए एक्चुअली लिटरली गाना लिखा नहीं था, मैंने सिर्फ कंपोज किया था, पर ऐसा एक गाना मैं बनाऊं तो I'll just try and hum that. I don't know if I remember the words. रातों को तू है जगी, मैं हूँ सोता, माँ तेरा प्यार कभी कम न होता, अनेक रंगों से भरा ये प्यार है, धीमे आंच पे पकता जो बार बार है, हो हर दिल की होती है ऐसी शुरुआत, मीठी चाशनी और ढेर सारा स्वाद, अपना सा मानो ये एहसास है, ये रिश्ता कुछ खास है, ओ रातों को तू है जगी, मैं हूँ सोता, माँ तेरा प्यार कभी कम न होता.
Oh wow, what an enduring way to pay a tribute. This is almost like a tribute to your mother, isn't it, Anvesha? And we have a very special guest who's also watching us today, watching you live today, and this is Rinzing Genzongfa, the son of the most classic villain with Bollywood, Danny Genzongfa's son. So
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's right here. So welcome, Rinzing, and thank you so much for joining us. And please do
Thank you.
continue to stay on and listen to this wonderful voice out here. So, Anvesha, moving from this beautiful number, let's move to Sri Jain Sarkar ji. Now, a lot of people are also requesting us for a Bengali song. So, what was the first song that you learned from him?
The first song, actually, I was so young. I started at a very tender age, so I cannot literally पहला गाना कौन सा था मुझे याद नहीं है, But the first bandish that I learned from him, I think that was on the rag Bilawal.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the first song composition, I would say.
Do you remember a couple of lines that you can sing for us?
Yes, of course I do remember. रब सोने लगाओ रे मनवा रब सोने लगाओ रे मनवा दूजो नाई शरणवा रब सोने लगाओ रे मनवा. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. And now moving on to your, let's say, godfather, a god guru in Sri Ajay Chakrabarti ji. If there is a song that you would like to dedicate to him, what would that be?
There are many that I would like to dedicate. It's like a pahad of music in my field.
If you have to look at the learnings that you picked up from him, based on those learnings, if you have to present a song, what would that be?
Okay. Something that I would like to dedicate to him. I learned this from my guru, but I would like to dedicate this song to both of them.
Wow.
But now to him. गुरु बिन कैसे गुण गावे गुरु ना माने तो गुण नहीं आवे गुणी जन में बेगुणी कहावे गुरु बिन कैसे गुण गावे माने तो रिझावे सबको चरण गाहे साधिकन के जब माने तो रिझावे सबको चरण गाहे साधिकन के जब आवे अचपल ताल सुरसों आवे अचपल ताल सुरसों गुरु बिन कैसे गुण गावे गुरु बिन कैसे गुण गावे.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, and I think this is the most soulful tribute that one can give to their guru. So on that note, Anvesha, we're very happy to share that Sangeet Gurukul, our very own platform, went live. We went live on Friday, and this is a platform that aims at simplifying music learning for every music enthusiast. So the link is in the bio. For those who are watching us, please register and subscribe. So today, with the help of technology and Disha, Sangeet has, started bringing together tutors and students, joining and bridging those gaps. But in those days, right from your journey as a participant at the age of 13 and 16, learning different types of songs, learning different genres of music from your gurus. How do you connect that experience to what it is today?
How do I connect that experience with what?
With what it is today. So today technology has brought us together. So we are chatting, you're right there and I'm right here. But while learning from a guru, how has that experience changed for you?
See, learning, I have had the blessing of getting some really good gurus in my life, and that's also a matter of luck, I would say. So I've had that, and learning in person makes the whole experience completely different from learning something from, say, YouTube. So I am a little old school when it comes to all these things. So there are certain traditions and certain art forms which are orally, passed on to the recipients. So it's very, very important that we learn that if we have a chance, we learn that in person. We take that effort, go and learn that in person from the original जो इसके धारक है मतलब तो तो मैं इस चीज में विश्वास रखती हूँ लेकिन given all the transitions that we went through technologically that has definitely helped us जैसे मैं compare करूँ अगर when I participated in talent hunt contests, there used to be it used to be a big deal searching for songs and because YouTube was not there and it was just starting. So it was not there in the when I started. Then it came. तो आज के जैसा इतना easy नहीं था. So today any information, be it a song or a video or any piece of information is just a click away.
Yeah.
So it I think demeans the value of that information because there is no wait. The recipient is not waiting for that. But it is definitely benefiting today's children who are eager to do something and learn because even they don't even have to open the laptop. Everything is on your mobile phone. So if somebody wants to make a mark, do something, I think all the facilities are there today and they are much more easy to avail. So in that way, I think a lot of things have changed and I think it's good. I mean, in a good way, it has changed. So there are pros and cons, like I discussed. So I would not label it as something that shouldn't have happened or nothing like that. But I personally think that music is an art form which it is best if learnt in person.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's move on to the performer in you. So usually एक norm होता है कि when we learn legendary songs जो masterpieces है sung by Lata ji, Asha ji, Rafi saab, Manadil saab, Kishore da, we try and learn them and try to sing them as close as possible to the original, right? And these are songs that are masterpieces in themselves, and it's very difficult to replicate them or even try to replicate them. But if you have to define 5 things that you've learned in your experience from Anvita in a contest to an Anvesha today who is a performer, writer, composer, producer, and the list is just on, and not only that, a multilingual performer. So, what are those 5 things that you have picked up, or 5 things that have influenced your growth from just a contest singer to a versatile performer today?
Thank you. Firstly, I'm flattered. 5 things. That's a great question. Actually, firstly, I should be complimenting. Initially, it was in every stage of life, priorities are different.
Yeah.
So when I started picking up those songs, that was a challenge in itself. Picking up those songs, and initially there was an effort to sound as close to the original.
Yes.
So I had this tendency. But later on, when I came out of talent contests and when I got offered by composers, and those offers were for original songs, it's only then I realized that it is of no use.
Yeah.
Whole effort of sounding as close to इनका गाना इनके जैसे गाना है, this is actually pointless. When you're called for an original song and if your aim is that and not just singing covers, then it's super important that we develop our own style. But given having said that, it is not easy and it doesn't happen. For me, it didn't happen in a day.
Yes.
So it took me a while to understand how I would visualize a song rather than क्योंकि उसके पहले मुझे आदत नहीं थी. मैंने मेरे सामने इतने हसीन एग्जाम्पल्स सामने थे, लता जी के गाने हो या फिर सिर्फ उनके ही क्यों, आई मीन द अदर जनरेशंस, कविता जी, अलका जी, सुनिधि चौहान, श्रेया घोषाल, आई हैड दीज आइकॉनिक एग्जाम्पल्स. सो I had nothing to worry about and there was no scope of innovation. What they had produced, I was just cloning that. So, but when I started singing my originals, then I understood that इसमें अगर मुझे अपना छाप छोड़ना है तो मुझे एक अपना ऐसा कुछ देना होगा, some X factor. For that, the composers will call me again for another song.
Yes.
So it took me a while and a few years and a lot of work experience in different languages, and then I figured out what are my key expressions, how I perceive romance and different moods. So all these, there are many elements to it. I'm not bifurcating right now. So all these things, this was the first thing. This is actually the second thing I would say out of the 5 things. पहला challenge तो ये था कि किसी अच्छे गाने को उठाना so that I can score well in a competition.
Yes.
और उसको reproduce. So that was the first thing. And the second thing after coming out of Talent Hunt contest was starting the career as an original artist. For that, I needed to create my identity. The second thing. उसके बाद third, I would say another challenge that I faced was that despite having good songs and despite creating a name that you have created for yourself, you face a lot of rejections. So this is a lesson which is not connected to music directly, and my learnings in music, but this is in general, I would say, which a lot of people in my generation, I see them getting frustrated, and a lot of youngsters who are now teenagers, who are younger than us, younger than me, who are reaching the 20s. So for them, it's super important that in the age of constant validation and instant validation, it is very important that they keep calm, and हर चीज में excellence पाने के लिए वक्त लगता है in whichever field you are in. So I faced a lot of rejections, a lot of songs super duper went on to become super duper hits, which I recorded. They got mixed and mastered also, but then my voice was replaced. So this used to affect me a lot in my career, but later on I learned that this is how a certain industry works, and there is no way I can jump above this process. I have to go through it and I have to find my own way to fight it. So I know that it is disrespectful, but I dealt with it, and it actually happens to a lot of bigger singers who are in another league only. Wow. So that is another motivation कि अगर उनके साथ हो सकता है तो मैं कौन हूँ. तो it's like that. This is another lesson which I think helped me. इसमें एक बहुत बड़ा रोल मेरे मम्मी पापा का भी है. I think my parents are extremely strong mentally, especially my mom, and she used to always cheer me up saying that कि always concentrate on your imperfections. कि हमेशा ऐसा नहीं कहती थी कि आपने ही कुछ गलत किया है इसकी वजह से you got rejected, पर वो कहती थी कि focus on that so that आपका ध्यान वहां से हट जाए and you can move on in life. So this is a major lesson that I learned. The fourth one, I would say, this another innings which has started in my life of discovering myself as a composer. I never believed in that, in this, that I had some ability as this. So, and writing songs was wo to chhodi dijiye. So when my parents told me कि when you compose random melodies, why don't you write on them? क्योंकि unless and until you have lyrics, they won't become songs. So सिर्फ धुन का क्या करेंगे? So then I thought about it and I was very, very skeptical. I said that no, this is not my cup of tea, and I said a lot of things to them. But later on, to my delight and to my surprise and to my shock, I discovered that I can actually write decently. So I managed to become a songwriter also. And basically these are the things. So this was another lesson in a way that you should never label yourself and label your abilities, because life is all about exploration. So this was myself becoming a composer and songwriter was a shock to me. So I never, it was not even in my aspirations list. So but I happened. So a lot of things happen that are not part of our plan. So sometimes it's good to, welcome surprises and keep an open mind. So
Absolutely.
for yeah, and
Yeah.
the fifth is, I think, fifth lesson is, I think I'm just 27, is I think it's
Oh.
about to.
I think wonderfully put together, Anvesha, and resilience. I think the last 2 years have taught us to be more resilient and grounded. And God bless you, because I think you are absolutely a wonderful soul, and you've been so grounded in your entire journey as well. And I think that comes from your roots. So moving on, we would love to hear a couple of lines of your first original, since you mentioned about it.
Okay. My first breakthrough was in Bollywood.
Yes,
So
personal
that sounds very,
Pritamda.
very unlike my personality. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Uh, अचलक जगल से मेरे ठा ठा करके ठा करके सारी दुनिया से इश्क बया करके ठा करके लग जगल से मेरे ठा करके सारी दुनिया से इश्क बया करके ठा करके दिल में शोला भड़क रहा है दिल जला जल जा रहा नाता है कुछ ना समझ कोई जरा समझाए ना जिद करना अब मान ले मेरा कहना मैं फंस गई अनजाने गलती से ना की जगह हाँ करके आज लगा जगल से मेरे ठा करके सारी दुनिया से इश्क बया करके ठा करके
Oh my God, that was raptic. So, Anvisha, we are having, comments flooding in for Benam Si Khwaishe, one of my personal favorites. And I'm sure we should, you should be telling us more about that experience with Coke Studio. I think that's one of the highest rated songs with regards to India, Coke Studio. So, tell us more about it and also sing a few lines for us, please.
Thank you. Is it one of the highest rated songs of Coke
It,
Studio
it
India? I'm
is
so
one,
happy to know that.
yeah, it is
That's
one
a
of
great honor.
my, you see,
Yeah,
in
I'm
Pakistani,
aware that it's popular. Yeah.
it is
Thank
very
you. Thank you so
popular.
much.
It is very popular. Pakistani folk studio, I think, ranks way above. But amongst the very few songs that we have here, Dinam Si Khwaishe and our audience are already, writing about it, saying few lines ho jaye unse.
Okay. तो मैं पहले एक्सपीरियंस बताऊं या पहले गाऊं? आप
Oh,
बताइए.
up to you, up to you.
Okay. So, Coke Studio actually was like a dream come true because it is such a wonderful and grand platform to be in as a musician. And I always used to think that while growing up and while listening to all these great music and great artists coming together for collab in on that stage, I dreamt of being there myself. So, but honestly, I never thought that it will come so early in my life. So when that song happened, I was 19, I think. Yeah. जब telecast हुआ, I was 19. So I was very, very ecstatic when Papunda called me and he said that I'm doing an entire episode of Coke Studio and I would like you to sing this
Wow.
female ghazal. And it was a moment of pride and ecstasy, both for me. And so the entire experience was fun, full of fun, and such amazing people to collaborate with, I would say. And all of the instrumentalists, we had great fun during the shoot also, and including Papunda. Thanks to him, my gratitude to him always that for for giving the composing such a lovely melody and giving it to a singer. And I think it was the only solo song in the episode as far as I can
Yeah,
recollect.
yeah.
So it was beautiful. Coke Studio, I will never, it will be one of the most iconic works in my career,
Wow.
popularity wise, and in terms of class also. And thanks to Papunda and the entire team who have had such a young musician on that esteemed stage. So now the song, yeah. बेनाम सी ख्वाहिशें आवाज ना मिले, बंदिशें क्यों ख्वाब पे परवाज ना मिले, जाने है पर माने दिल ना तू ना मेरे लिए, बेबसी पुकार रही है आ साजन मेरे, बेनाम सी ख्वाहिशें आवाज ना मिले.
Wow. Wow. क्या बात है. I think it's exactly the same that we heard on Coke Studio. So from Preetam Da to Papon, from Golmaal to being your first release, you also had the opportunity to work with A.R. Rahman and Shreya Ghosal on Banarasiya. But we also have a genie from Kolkata telling us that the Bodhway rendition from Delhi 6, your cover version, is outstanding. So there is a special request all the way from Kolkata. So we'll do the song first, and I would also love to hear snippets of these experiences working with such established players.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Bhor Bhai is actually a bandish which is very, very dear to me. So I am a fan, although I'm a fan, also a fan of the version that A.R. Rahman did in Delhi 6, and how intelligently he fused both Shreya Didi's and original Bade Ghulam Ali Khan Saab's version. It was so beautiful. I mean, it was a technological, I'm not finding the right word for it. I'm short of words. It was just great, I would say, and a very unique production in itself. So, yeah, if somebody wanted to hear the Bandish also. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
भोर भई तोरी बाट तकत पिया, भोर भई तोरी बाट तकत पिया, नैन अलसान भई सगरी रन का जागे, भोर भई तोरी बाट तकत पिया, भोर भई तोरी बाट तकत पिया, नैन अलसान भई सगरी रन का जागे, भोर भई तोरी बाट तकत पिया, हम सन्मुख की बतिया 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 हम सन्मुख की बतिया करता सब रंग सोड़ी बातें, सौतन के बाग जागे, भोर भई तोरी बाट तकत पिया, भोर भई तोरी, भोर भई तोरी, भोर भई तोरी बाट तकत पिया.
Wow, what I'm speechless now, and the audience is also kind of firing up a chat currently. Let's talk about Banarasiya. Let's talk about
Yes, yes.
learning experiences, and for all of you who are a part of our audience today, the latest release of Onvesha is a popular song called Manmohana. So we would love to listen to snippets of both.
Okay. Well, Banarasiya is definitely special. It's my first song with Rahman sir. And when I got a call from his office, I thought it's a prank, honestly. So
Yeah.
they called up my dad. Then we took it took us a while to digest the fact that yeah, Rahman is calling me for a song. So then I believed that it is true.
Yeah.
So I was in Kolkata for some work, and I obviously then we flew to Bombay for that evening, for that particular recording, and the whole experience was so divine. And I had obviously, when you meet such a huge brand and such a personality who you have looked up to, whose work you have looked up to, there are preconceived notions. We cannot really avoid that. So I had some similar assumptions that he will be a certain way, but to my surprise, he was completely normal, and he made me feel as if he has known me for a great deal of time. And he was very, very friendly, and it just he just took away my shyness and awkwardness just like that. So it helped me being relaxed and singing the song just the way it should be sung. And he was in his piano, and to my delight, he was supposed to fly to Chennai that day, but he stayed back to
Oh,
record me. So a lot of
wow.
times I heard from Neeti Didi, Neeti Mohan, and Javed Bhaiya, people who regularly record for him. Um, my other colleagues in the industry, so they had told me that a lot of time, many a times, Rahman sir is not there only. His engineers will record you, but I was so lucky that he was there in person, and I got to meet him. Not just that, I spent the entire evening and the entire night. It was almost midnight, I think. The entire night we
Wow.
took, and there were so many barikiyan in the song and a lot
Yeah.
of detailing. There was a different stanza he composed, which is not there in the original later on. Both the stanzas are of the same tune, but there was a different melody he composed. I so wish that stanza was there in the final song. But whatever it is, I mean, I will always cherish those moments that I shared with him, and so many things that are abstract, that I cannot put in words, which I took back home after working with A.R. Rahman.
Wow. A few lines of Banaras here.
Banarasiya, okay.
I know it's got, as you said, it's a surreal experience. I mean, getting a call, I can absolutely imagine what that must have been for you, but you have a wonderful voice, and I
Actually,
think,
something I missed out telling you that is very, very interesting. My senior co-artist in the song, Shreya Ghoshal, he was actually searching for me, but he could not recall the name for a longest time.
oh,
So he asked Shreya Didi. He actually shared this with me, what actually happened. So he said, when I was searching for you, I could not remember your name. I could remember everything about you, your voice, but I really needed you for a song, but I could not remember. So I asked Shreya, then उन्होंने जिस तरह से describe किया कि curly hair and this small girl who sings very well. So Shreya Didi was like immediately, this has to be Anvesha. So it was so sweet of her that my name popped out of her mouth, and that's how. So this is also an interesting anecdote that I
wow.
wanted to put in.
Oh,
So
lovely.
incidentally, also Shreya Ghoshal is a vital part of Banarasiya,
Yes,
and I'm so lucky that I shared the same song with her. The song, right? Okay, I
yes.
forgot.
We're waiting.
बनारसी हाँ, रंग में भंगया भंग में रंग बनारसी हाँ, हाय बनारसी हाँ, चाल चला के हर होशियारी जानत यूं तो सब नर नारी, चाल चला के हर होशियारी जानत यूं तो सब नर नारी, मन के पर भोले भंडारी, मन के पर भोले भंडारी, घाट किनारे उमर गुजारी, घाट बनारसिया, हाय घाट बनारसिया, घाट बनारसिया, ठाठों में ठाठ बनारसिया, आय हाय ठाठ बनारसिया, ठाठों में ठाठ बनारसिया, ठाठों में ठाठ बनारसिया, ठाठ बनारसिया, आय हाय ठाठ बनारसिया, रंग में भंगिया भंग में रंग बनारसिया, हाय बनारसिया.
Wow, that is mind blowing, Anvesha. Thank you so much for that. So let's move on to one of the most interesting parts of your life, the current part of your life, and what future of your music looks like. So, when Sangeet told me that I'll be having a chat with you, and when I started looking up at your singles, your own productions, your music writing, I mean, there's so many of them, so many collaborations, and I couldn't put a nail to which one I want you to sing. So, how did that journey start for you? You did mention that, it was mom and dad who were the support system, who kind of nudged you to say that, okay, you're composing, why don't you start putting in a couple of lyrics? So what is your personal favorite of your own composition?
This is a tough call because they're all my babies, you know. So, but I am very, very critical when it comes to what I produce and what I create. So, a lot of times I have many favorites out of them because a lot of times when it is being generated, the ideas are being generated and accumulated. In that stage only, I discard whatever I dislike. So, whatever people got to hear from me so far, from my composer self, I think they are whatever, according to me, were my best. So,
Wow.
it is a little tough to screen something out of that. But a recent favorite, I would say that was a Bengali song that generated a lot of curiosity in people because of the format of the song that I chose. Because the interludes and preludes of the song are all in sargams. The
Yes,
name of the song is No Michil.
yes.
Uh, it goes like this. Nizari ma nizari nizari ma nizari nizari na ma pa re ma ba ni da ma ni da pa da ma ma re ni sa re ma pa ni da ma pa ni sa ni da pa ma re sa ni da pa ma re sa রাতগুলো আমার স্বপ্ন মিছিল সুপ্তই ছেঁড়া তারা ঝিলমিল আ আ রাতগুলো আমার স্বপ্ন মিছিল সুপ্তই ছেঁড়া তারা ঝিলমিল আমি কবিতা হলে তুমি অন্তমিল আমি বৃষ্টি তুমি রামধনুর নীল রাতগুলো আমার স্বপ্ন মিছিল সুপ্তই ছেঁড়া তারা ঝিলমিল.
Oh my God, this is, pouring romance, isn't it? And it's beautiful, it's full of love. So moving on, I must say, Anvesha, you're truly blessed, and we at Sangeet are absolutely sure that your success is only going to be sky high and higher. So last segment is a surprise. So this is something that we didn't discuss in our initial call. I wanted to keep it as a surprise. It's a rapid fire round, but it's a rapid fire with a twist. So I'm going to ask you five questions. And audience, this is your chance to ask our favorite singer a question, but the response will be a song, and you have to sing few lines about it.
Okay.
So here we go. And it has to be quick, okay? So, you clear about the rules, Anvita?
Oh, sorry.
You're clear about the rules? So, I'm going to ask you a question. So, your favorite Rafi Saab song?
कैसे कटेगी जिंदगी तेरे बगैर पाऊंगा हर शय में कमी तेरे बगैर कैसे कटेगी जिंदगी तेरे बगैर
Oh my God, wow. So for all of you out here, a small trivia about Anvesha. She loves reading detective stories. Where did that come from, Anvesha? How did that happen?
It happened, I had that interest, just like everybody has their favorite genres. I think thrillers and crime and horror is my favorite genres when it comes to watching movies also. I always jump when I see that genre. Then and I keep that above romance and action and everything else. So it's my favorite genre.
What a coincidence. We're getting requests about your Grand Pilani song at Amul Star Voice of India, which is Mere Dhulna Sung from Bhul
Oh
Bulaya.
my
Over to you.
God. Okay. আমি যে তোমার শুধু যে তোমার मेरी चाहती तो फिजा में बहेंगे जिंदा रहेंगे होके फना तनननतुम 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 ताना देरे ना আমি যে তোমার শুধু যে তোমার আমি যে তোমার
Oh, wow. Thank you for that. Second rapid fire question. From your singles that you composed so far, if you have to picturize your favorite actor, that is Amitabh Bachchan sir, what would the song be?
Okay. Tough one. Okay. Okay. रात भर तारों से गुफ्तगू मैं करूं ख्वाब बन पिया कि मैं नींद में ही रहूं बातें मेरी लहजा तेरा खुशबू तेरी घर है मेरा दूरियां क्यों दूरियां फना ये दूरियां
Oh, wow. That's a lovely number. So the third rapid fire question, your most favorite rag.
I have to sing and say that?
Have you
Okay,
composed,
okay.
have you composed a song in it so far?
Yes, I have. Actually, I did two films, two Bengali feature films as a composer and songwriter. In one of them, there was a song in loosely based, it had some phrases of Bean Palasi.
Oh,
So it's
lovely.
loosely based. It was like, একটা গল্প বলি শোনো এক মেরাজ গল্প বলি ও মনের গভীরে কত ইচ্ছে শত শত মনের গভীরে কত ইচ্ছে শত শত স্বপ্নগুলো সত্যি হয়ে একদিন বাঁচবে একটা গল্প বলি শোনো এক মেরাজ গল্প বলি
Oh, lovely, lovely. The next question. What is the song that you enjoy singing with your mother?
চাঁদের হাসির বাঁধ ভেঙেছে উছলে পড়ে আলো ও রজনী গন্ধা তোমার গন্ধ সুধা ঢালো চাঁদের হাসির বাঁধ ভেঙেছে
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Your favorite Robindra Sangeet song?
This is what I just sang. This is one of them.
Oh, lovely. Oh, so is this your favorite or do you have one more?
I have many favorite Rabindra Sangeet. So another would be লাবণ্যে পূর্ণ প্রাণ প্রাণে সহে একি লাবণ্যে পূর্ণ প্রাণ প্রাণে সহে আনন্দ বসন্ত সমাগমে একিলা বন্যে পূর্ণ প্রাণ প্রাণে সহে.
Lovely, lovely. Amisha, I think you can just keep going on and on and on. So the last rapid fire question to you would be, amongst all your compositions, who would you picturize as a heroine? And which song would that be?
Okay. Madhuri Dixit, I would say.
Oh, wow. Oh,
There
lovely.
are, she's one of my favorite actresses, and who is like in the top of my favorite list. And the song would be धीरे से तेरा वो कानों में कुछ कह जाना, सर्द सांसों का गर्म यूं हो जाना, हाँ मिजाज इश्क ने अजब रंग बिखेरा, थोड़ा सा है तेरा थोड़ा मेरा, थोड़ा सा है तेरा थोड़ा मेरा, थोड़ा मेरा.
Wow, I think I'm already visualizing her adain, to these lines.
I think she's great in any song. So
She's
I mean,
wonderful. Yeah,
I think she's a class apart. So
absolutely. So I think that was a great rapid fire, and you were spontaneous. So let's talk about your upcoming project. What is interesting? What are we to look forward to?
okay, so since there have been a lot of talk today regarding what I'm doing in the independent music space, so I'll start with that. So there is a dance, a pop number, which I think nobody will expect such a song from me. It's that kind of song, so which I will probably come up with end of this year. And there is another song lined up, which is a duet, a love duet with Abhay Jodhpurkar,
Oh, wow.
who's one of my best friends in the industry in Bombay. He is such a sweetheart, and whenever I call him for a song, he's always like, I'm always up for it. So I'm always up for good music. So that is his temperaments, and I love working with him. So that is one release in the independent space I am personally waiting for. And there are songs which I have sung for other composers. I personally enjoy working on some great singles with Abhishek Ray. Of late, I've had some really good music videos with him. So there are some songs with him in the pipeline. And coming to the films which I'm going to release in the days to come in Bollywood are Satish Chakravarti is a composer who I've sung for in the movie Malhar. He has assisted Rahman sir in 17-18 movies. So he's a very, very experienced musician. So it was lovely singing for him. The movie is called Malhar. There's something interesting for Himesh ji that is going to come up.
Oh, wow.
He's very, very secretive regarding which project he's calling me first. I don't know. It's always a secret. So when the film will come and when the song comes, I'll get to know myself. I also don't know. So there is a song for him which I have recorded early this year for a film. There is something that I recorded very recently for composer Harshit Saxena in Bollywood. So I named a few composers. There are others constantly singing for. So when in interviews, I tend to forget a lot of names. So I'm always conscious. So down south, also there are some interesting work that is happening of late. I've had some good film songs in Kannada. In the movie Shoki Wala, I've had some good releases for composer Sridhar Sambram.
Yes.
So Manmohana, in fact,
Yeah.
it was for him only. So for Kamlakar sir, I've constantly having releases in Telugu in non-film Christian devotional songs,
Oh, nice.
and in Tamil and Malayalam movies also there are certain releases that I have, and in my mother tongue, in Bengali, there are tons that I can talk about. Out of that, there is Jotu Griho. There are many other films, and in the non-film space also, I'm happy that a lot of people who used to only depend on film music, they are also doing singles and approaching us artists for singing independent songs. So that's a good sign for the industry and the way, the direction in which it is heading in general. So it's a mixed bag for me.
In fact, we are very happy that you have a lot of work to do, and we can keep listening to your beautiful, melodious, soulful voice. And for all of you out here, please check out Anvesha's YouTube channel. I think all her singles, her work is out there, and it's mind blowing. So, Anvesha, before we wrap up, firstly, thank you once again for being such a beautiful part of Sangeet, and as a part of the entire Sangeet team, I would like to personally thank you and keep this relationship going on. We would love to collaborate with you for many, many more projects to come. Your final message to all of us out here. Unfortunately, Instagram gives us only one eye. I don't like these guys.
I think less is more sometimes, and it always generates the urge for a long-lasting relationship. So I think so. On that note, I would like to thank Sangeet. I would like to thank Sharanya. You have been really, really sweet to me, and you've always, throughout the interview, you were constantly flattering me, and I enjoyed that. Thank you very much. But on a serious note, Sangeet is, I think before the interview, I got a brief understanding of what Sangeet is all about and how multifaceted as an organization it is. So I wish you guys all the very, very best and keep doing work in different directions, and always with this intention that you have started, always keep this drive and motivation level the same, if not more. That's all I'm going to pray for, Sangeet. And my message to the viewers and the listeners today would be, stay happy and stay musical and stay COVID negative. Kindly.
Absolutely. I think that's a beautiful message. Thank you so much, Anvesha. And as you said, less is more. And we're already, thinking of ways we can start working with you. And to all the audiences out there, you've been great. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for supporting Anvesha. And please continue to do so. Wishing you all the very best. And till we all meet up next, this is Sharanya signing off. Shabba khair. Have a good evening. Stay safe. Happy Navratri and a very happy puja to you, Anvesha, and to all
Yes, to
the
you too.
audiences out there.
Yeah. May you have a great, great festive season, all of you.
Thank you and signing off. Bye bye. Take care.